Okay, we are continuing with the Souls series. Sorry, just making a few little adjustments here real quick. Sorry about that. I don't know why this chat box is so gigantic. There we go. All right, awesome. Okay, I think I'm ready to go. And let's see, listen to a little music in the background. What do I want to listen to? Let's go with some brand new. Right. Maybe Bright Eyes. Charles Bradley. Some Dylan. Ooh. Let's see. A-side, the band. Let's go with brand new. Where's brand new? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? B-R-A-N. Why can't I see it? Am I stupid? There it is. Okay. There we go. All right. You know what? I don't like the suit. Ain't my favorite. Let's go with the more traditional. Alright, what were we doing? That's right. Then we'll go there. Oh, sorry. Turn it down a little bit. Starting to like the game a lot more each day I play it. Graphics are amazing for 2018. It's nice.
Has anyone else heard reports of Spider-Man literally seeking out clouds of smog to swing through? Is this the behavior of a sane individual? I'll tell you what I think is going on here. When I was a lad, there was a problem with juvenile delinquents sniffing glue to get high. Knowing Spider-Man's weak moral character and thrill-seeking personality, I guess the same principle is at work here. But inhaling toxic substances...
I know I'm gonna have to save that dude's life.
Hey, Pete. So this station monitors water pressure down to the individual building. Structures above 4 stories use water towers to augment the city's system. The idea is to identify problems before they spread, you know?
Right?
Whoa. The pressure in this building's all over the map. I need to find out why. The water towers connect to the city's system at the 4-story mark. I'll scan the pipes, try to see where this starts. Pipes are fine up here. Whatever's causing this, it's lower.
Maybe it just wasn't open.
Here's the problem. Valve's at the wrong setting. Easy enough to fix. That shouldn't have happened.
Sprung a
Better
leak.
seal
Oh,
these
shit.
fast before Jameson pins it on me.
Wait, where is it? Where's the leak? God damn it.
Huh, even better than duct tape.
Isn't it gonna dissolve?
Got it. Just call me the amazing spider plumber. Et voila.
Doesn't reach.
All fixed. Just in time. Nailed it.
Right here.
Got it.
Boom.
Last one. But those won't hold long. Pressure shouldn't be that high. Unless the drainage is blocked. I'll check the outlet pipe. The outlet pipe's down by the waterfront. I'll go see if anything's blocking it.
Sorry. So the water comes from here. I gotta get down.
Yeah, that'll do it. I better clear it before something bursts.
Show us your face already, you.
How am I gonna clear it? What the?
Now I ask, how many other heroes fight crime and fix your shower? And now Oscorp can't deny Harry's station stopped a public utility meltdown.
All right, let's go. Here we go.
Herman! Long time no see.
The shocker.
Hey, I'm no lawyer, but I'm pretty sure that's a parole violation. Oops, guess we're stuck in here for a while. Want to play 20 questions? No? How about we thumb wrestle? Okay, face punch it is. Whoa! Your gauntlets are all digital now, aren't they?
Have it your way. You wanna fight? Let's fight!
Man, can't wait to put you back behind bars so we can talk science. Remember our first fight? Me so young and stupid, you just stupid.
You talk so much!
Well, that's a matter of opinion. I mean, are there any standard metrics for how much talking one should do? And who determines the ideal ratio of talking versus not talking? Okay, now I can do some real damage. Why are you doing this, Herman?
Because if I don't kill me!
What the hell?
Coming your way.
I'm the worst Spider-Man
First
ever.
fight. Me so young and stupid. You just stupid.
Fuck.
Well, that's a matter of opinion. I mean, are there any standard metrics for how much talking one should do? And who determines the ideal ratio of talking versus not talking? Also, how would you measure it? Okay, now I can do some real damage. Why are you doing this, Herman?
Because if I don't, they'll kill me! Quit now, for your own good!
Catch! You come clean, I can help you!
You really want to help me? Well, let me have the money!
Sorry, not gonna happen.
Oh, bullshit. I dodged that one.
You know, people don't use banks anymore. You're lucky you found actual cash. If you really want to rob banks, try day trading. It's all the rage. Wait. Oh, no! Oh, come on, Herman! You tell me who you're working for. I can help you cut a deal.
If I talk, I'm dead! They made that very clear!
This one's gonna hurt. You're freaking me out, Herman. It's not like you to be afraid of people.
Not even sure these guys are people! Could be anything under those masks!
Wait, did you say masks?
Give up before you really get hurt!
Okay, hit this one with your face.
Shit.
Tell me who you're working for. I can help you cut a deal.
If I talk, I'm dead!
What?
They
Come
made that
on.
very clear!
You're freaking me out, Herman. It's not like you to be afraid of people.
Just throw the fucking thing.
Anything under those masks!
Wait, did you these mask guys? What do they want the money for?
Don't know!
What?
Don't care! As soon as I finish the job, I'm gone!
Give up now and we can protect you.
No way! You ain't see what I see! You son of a...
Okay, last chance to give up. This time I really mean it.
What's going?
What? Bullshit.
Okay, I was kidding before. Now is your last chance. Seriously.
Stand still!
If you ask nicely, maybe. Sorry, Herman. You brought this on yourself. Literally.
And I suck. I'm the worst Spider-Man ever.
Man, he was scared and desperate. These demons are everywhere all of a sudden.
Okay, Yuri. Shocker's all yours now.
Good work. We have a special cell waiting for him at the raft. We'll make sure he stays behind bars this time.
Also, I'm pretty sure he was working for the Demon Gang.
Demon Gang? Sounds like a Daily Bugle headline.
Hey! The Bugle is a perfectly fine news organization.
Not sure I'd call it news.
Well, I've heard they have some really good reporters. Anyway, have you had any more reports on guys with masks?
Let me get back to you. By the way, how much of a mess did you make inside that bank?
You probably don't want to know.
Shouldn't have asked.
Fight with Shocker took a while. Time to catch up on what I've been missing out in the city.
Hey, pal. This station tests particulate matter in the air. Now, you'd probably have some science jargony way to say this, but basically, too much is not good.
Readings are troubling but inconsistent. The only way I'll figure out what's going on is to test nearby emissions. But I've got other problems. The sampler's detecting toxic particles. Better check it out.
Let's swing.
That steam vent's a good place to start. There's something in here that doesn't belong.
That's true.
Let's analyze it.
Let's do it. Nope. This one. That's it, right there. This one. This one. This one. That one. That one. That's it.
Mercury. Bonded with something else. I can't tell what. This obviously isn't confined to one building. A lot of people are at risk. Let's see what a sample from this can tell me.
This one. That one. This one, and that one. This one. There it is. There it is.
Nitric acid in there too.
That's what I thought it was.
But also something else. I'm on the right track. Just need to keep following the trail. This is more widespread than I thought. The whole neighborhood's in danger from this. Phew, that stinks to high heaven. Time to find out what's in it.
Nope. That's it right there. Ah,
Ethanol. Why is this sounding so familiar?
I've heard of it too, Peter.
Mercury with nitrogen and ethanol. Gotta get back on the trail.
When this is over, I'll alert the health department so they can check on the local residents.
Come on. Oh. Oh.
I think I found the problem. Caustic chemicals are leaking out of those barrels and into the plumbing. Need to clean up the site fast. Huh. The calcium and silicon in concrete makes it an ideal absorption material. Looks like I'll have to make a mess to fix this mess.
Get airborne and slime concrete bags.
One down. Breathing this stuff in? Nice. Gotta stay above this stuff.
Just a couple more barrels.
Come on. Get up.
That's it. Sealing the grate with webbing should stop any residual drainage.
What is it? Oh, okay.
That could have been way worse. Harry's research station just proved why it needs to stay open.
All right. Let's go to this one. Let's go to that one.
Hey, so I looked into reports of demons.
I knew you'd come around.
They've been pretty busy tonight, hitting a lot of Fisk properties.
They're going after Fisk? Damn. You thinking what I'm thinking?
Brewing gang war?
Let's try to get ahead of it. Are there any Fisk properties that haven't been hit tonight?
Let me see. Patrol reported a bunch of activity at one of his shipyards in Portside.
Thanks, Yuri. I'll check it out. Hey, Yuri. Any idea what Fisk uses that shipyard for?
No idea. Let me send an officer to meet you there. His name's Jefferson Davis. That's his beat. He's a good cop.
Jefferson
Been working the
Davis.
Fisk case for years. If anyone knows what's...
Jefferson Davis. Was that like a president or something?
Okay, so this station collects overflow data from all the others. Yeah, God forbid we waste Oscorp's server space. Anyway, do me a favor and make sure it's running smoothly, or everything these stations do is for nothing.
This isn't nearly enough server space. It's close to overloading. That'll trigger a purge, and everything Harry has will be lost. I can't let that happen. Wait. ESU has a backup server near here they never use. That can handle the excess data, but I'll need to realign the transmission dishes to make a link from here to there, fast.
That's true. That's what I was just gonna say.
The active receiver's easy to find. Okay, now to find another link in the array. Got it. Just have to keep doing that. What's taking up all that space on Harry's servers? Looked like DNA sequencing, but that seems beyond the scope of the research stations. Focus, Pete. It won't matter what's on the server if it all gets erased.
Come on. Come on. Where is it? Where is it?
Getting close.
There we go.
Should be in view of the ESU server now. Got it. Now I can initiate the data transfer if I hurry.
Come on. Oh, shit. Okay. Alright. Where are we going? We're going down, right?
Good.
Uh-huh. I feel like I gotta use it. Oh. Remove.
Let's see.
This one? Yep. This one. This one.
Looks good.
This one. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Good.
This one. Right?
Looks good.
Yep, I'm gonna be over, but that's okay, because I'm gonna move this one to 3. That's it right there. That's it.
It's working. Everything's stored successfully.
Oh
Should
yeah,
be
it's
fine
working.
until I have Norman assign Harry some more server space. And he'll be glad to when he sees what the stations have been doing. Sorry, I'm back.
Demon crimes. Okay. Let's go this way. Then we'll go over.
Now, headed to that shipyard. Any intel on what Fisk uses it for?
No idea. Let me send an officer to meet you there. His name's Jefferson Davis. That's his beat. He's a good cop. Been working the Fisk case for years. If anyone knows what's going on at that shipyard, it's him.
Oh, let's get this crime. Let's get these evil doers. What is it? What are they doing? Up top.
Doc left a message.
Peter, I might have been a bit hasty advising you to find another job. I have a plan. Give me a bit of time. We may yet live to invest another day.
The indomitable Otto Octavius. That's great news. This plan works.
Oh my god! What the hell was that thing that he just hit me with? There it is. Right here. Boom.
Definitely not loving the demons are targeting me now thing.
Let's see. Stealth takedowns generate more focus. Let's go this one. Any more crime tokens? And challenge tokens. I don't know where I get those. Wait, do I get an ability? Rocking out, bus. Alright.
All units, 10:30 on an armored car. Suspects are masked. Officers in Murray Hill, stand by for further instruction.
Demons robbing an armored car. These guys are looking for long-term finance.
Get out of the way. Oh. Oh, what? That was good.
Demons seem to be gearing up for something big.
All units, officers are pinned down by hostiles and masks. Converge on Grand Central. Over.
That's Grand Central.
That shootout's gonna get someone killed. Okay, kids. You can't play nice. You lose your armor-piercing points.
Oh, that was cool.
Fisk was a maniac, but he loved New York. The demons, though, seems like they just want to tear the city down.
Alright. So do I, Spider-Man. Such a good time. Beat it for the second time a few days ago. You know, at first, I didn't like it, man. And, but But I'm liking
Okay,
it now, man.
This
I'm
lab
liking it
has
now.
feeders to lure in birds and analyze
Frosty
their
Vibes,
droppings.
what would you do for me to sub?
Yeah, that's right. I got an MBA
You know what,
to
brother?
test bird
You
poop.
sub if you want. I'd really
Seriously
appreciate it.
though, you probably know that birds carry diseases that affect people, and we need to make sure
I don't
they're
know that
healthy.
I'll do anything. I don't know that you
know,
want me to do
I
anything.
wish I was there to hear your finest toilet humor on this one.
How about this?
Uh-oh.
Get naked?
The pigeons are infected with a serious strain of avian flu. And it's already mutated to a form that can spread to humans. Okay, Harry's lab had
Gundam
everything I
style?
needed to make a vaccine. Gotta spread it fast.
Oh man,
The pigeons
I
will be
haven't
like
heard
rats with the
Gangnam Style.
bubonic
That song.
plague.
Oh my god, it's so
My
annoying. I'm
best
not gonna
bet's
sing it.
dispersing it at 3 major migration points.
God,
Luckily,
man,
the
I
station
remember when
told
that
me where
song
they are.
came out. What's that video up to? I'm just curious now, cause you got me going. What's that video on YouTube up to? Let me see. Was it that Oppa Gangnam Style, right? Gangnam Style song. What's that up to? It's got to be up in the billions, man. 4.6 billion views. My God. Oh yeah. About World Cup by Speedy. Speed. Oh, is it I show Speed? That that kid? Yeah, I show Speed. I've never heard it. I know who the guy is.
First migration point's in a park. Birds there should spread the vaccine to their
And the only
buddies.
reason I heard about him was because of Asmund Gold was talking about some
They just
scam
put
or
up with
something
me
like that.
swinging
This
through
was
their
when I was
territory,
watching
so they're
all
my
that stuff on Logan Paul. Scam
The Avengers
stuff.
never have bird poop missions.
I was into a little bit of a scam sort of thing on YouTube, but no, I don't know the song World Cup. If it's not, hold on, shit, I lost my concentration.
Here we go. The vaccine's airborne, so I'll just spray it into the trees.
It's not music from the 80s. Or, shit, I'm losing concentration. Or 2000s.
Okay,
Then-
1 down, 2 to go.
I don't really know much of the new music. I don't think I can name you a new artist. If you play me a new artist right now, I don't know that I
Spray
could
won't
even
bother people or other animals, but it'll cure the pigeons.
tell you who the artist
Or
is,
trigger
what
the
kind of
zombie
music.
pigeon
I knew
apocalypse.
Billie Eilish. I actually kind of like her music. Let me see.
And one more left. I wonder what
Just playing in
Jameson
the
will make of
background
this.
also.
Spider-Man
I'm playing on
spreads chemtrails.
Here, watch. Hold on. You know what? Dude, I want to listen to this song now. You got me going. Was it is it I Show Speed? World Cup. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. Is it this one here? Right? Is it this one? Let me see. I don't think you guys can hear. Hold on. Was he wearing Yeezys and playing soccer? Right? Those ugly ass Yeezy sandals? Hold on. I think he was. Hold on. Okay. All right. Hey, to each his own. To each his own. You know, you love what you want. Personally, it's not my thing. You know, but the part past the welcome, that part was okay. It was getting better, but the World Cup, I don't know.
Well, seems like a good bet. I like helping animals. They don't call me
Well,
a menace or shoot at me.
I
or
thank you
anything.
for for subscribing and
I wonder if it'd be stretching things if I added veterinarian to my
actually got me
resume.
listening to it. I heard about the song, but I never. Like I said, I'm not. This new kind of rap isn't really my thing. But I respect it. I don't know. Did I get a lot? I didn't even see how many views it got, how much traction it got. Oh shit. See, now that fucking song, goddamn, it's gonna be stuck in my head.
Okay, that should work fast. I better
And
scan
it's
some
not even the
pigeons to
song,
make
it's
sure.
just welcome. Oh my god. You got me. You got me, you bastard.
That did it. No zombie pigeons.
Man, look at that. My stream is temporarily
Nikola
blocked
Tesla
as
fed
it
pigeons
detected
here.
copyright music.
So did Harry's mom. I remember her bringing us.
Jeez.
Wish I could tell Harry, but he's not answering calls, texts, anything.
Okay. What was it? Have I played the Last of Us? Yes, I have. I played it when it first came out, man. Great game. And then I played the they have like the remake. I think next I'm gonna probably play the Miles Morales Spider-Man because I know there's a new one coming out, so I want to sort of get caught up on what's going on. But it's just required to continue playing the story to unlock. Okay. But I'm probably gonna do The Last of Us 2. It's gonna be the next one that I play after this one. After the Miles Morales one. Yeah, The Last of Us 2. Yeah, I love the first one. I don't know why I never played the second one.
Hey, so this gang war between the demons and Fisk is really heating up.
I know. Even Shocker's a part of it. Got roped into running jobs for the demons.
These guys are serious. Do they just want to replace Fisk?
That'd be bad enough. Hope it's not something worse.
Oh, no. Oh. Holy shit, what the hell did this guy hit me with? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? There it is. Beautiful. Beautiful. There we go.
I got you.
Tank's gonna blow!
Come on, get out. Throw him up in the air. Gonna get him farther out. Take everything in this game and make it 3 times better.
Demons don't care who they hurt. As
Okay.
long as they get what they want.
That's what everyone's been saying. Everyone said that the Miles Morales game is definitely a lot better. I think the graphics are also a lot better because it wasn't made for the PS5, so it had the PS5 graphics. So now, does it exist in the same universe? Because I haven't seen the Amazing Spider-Man cartoon.
1034. Reports of multiple shots fired. Officers on scene.
Into the Spider-Verse. I've only seen like little bits and pieces of it. But I think it takes place in a different universe. I know Peter Parker shows up and saw that part. Here we go.
If they set one toe inside the vault,
This
I'll
is,
have
a
your
little buggy.
head.
There's some frame glitching.
Got it, boss. Tripling
Okay.
security. Demons won't touch a
Well,
thing.
hopefully after all these years, it's been
Listen up! Demons are making moves on all our
Isaiah,
caches.
how you doing,
Lost
buddy?
2 tonight already. Boss may
Thank
be
you
in
for watching.
lockup. But that don't mean
Appreciate
his
it.
hardware's up for grabs.
Com check, Eagle 2, you up?
oh shit.
Eagle 2 reporting
go.
in. Eyes on.
Oh my god.
What
Look at these
caches are the
lasers.
demons after? Need to take out Fisk's men and figure out what they're guarding. Whatever it is,
go.
I don't
Silent
want it in
takedown.
Fisk's or the demons' hands. Snipers everywhere. Might need to deal with them first.
That's right.
A lot of junk scattered around here. A well-placed web shot could make a great distraction.
That's cheating.
Art of war style. Shoots one point and rally around.
More or less. Now let me focus. Trying to make sure we didn't miss anything.
They keep talking about gear. What does Fisk store here?
No, 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 no. Too high. Does it take the ladder? No, it doesn't take the ladder. That's it, right there. Beautiful. Get the other sniper. Jump.
That sniper has a guard watching him. May need to divide and conquer.
The whole shipyard's like a minefield. There'll be traps for everything.
Right here.
Too many. Some are too old. Besides, boss likes it that way. Gives the place character.
Yeah, so much character it'll blow your hand off if you're not careful. And keeps the gear in the vault that much safer.
Oh, there's a guy over here. Let's get him. Oh, two guys. They just go in, guns blazing, so to speak.
You two finished the survey yet?
Still working. These maps are as complicated as they are old. Like studying hieroglyphs.
Let's go.
We'll start translating. I want this.
I'll get it for you.
Ah, no, get him. Where is he? I will kill you until you die from it. Nail away. Ah, shit. I missed that one. Okay, that's my bad. That's my bad. I thought there was someone there. That's it. Where else? So am I. Where's the other guy? Right there. Ah, I should have tried the one where I throw him around.
You know we can't have vigilantes trespassing or doing
Alright, the
illegal
game is in the
searches,
same universe, but the rest of the
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
I know.
which is why
Yeah.
I brought a warrant. So what do you say we do some perfectly legal
Do I have the
searching?
Iron Spider? I don't think I,
like
have the
the sound
Iron
of that.
Spider.
What's your name?
I'm gonna check.
Officer Davis. Call me Jeff. And you are?
Uh,
Just messing with you. My son's a big fan.
So, that won't cover breaking down doors?
Not without a lot of extra paperwork.
Okay. I'll find another way in.
Why?
Any place this rundown should have a hole in the wall or a broken window.
Check
You
her out
can't
back.
break in, but
Don't mind
you're not a
myself, but,
police
you know,
officer.
Not Spider-Man.
Ah, no, wrong button. Right here. Come on, stick to the wall.
They sealed up the... I feel like I'm in a horror movie. Hello? Any fisherman with a grudge and a hook for a hand? Okay, where's that
Let me
locked
see
door?
if I do have Iron Spider. Let me see. It's suits, right? What's the Iron Spider look like? I don't think so. I don't know if that one's it. I don't think so. Okay. By the way, I keep forgetting I have these abilities. I forget all about them. Stun. Okay.
Jeff, you there? I'm doing my best to refrain from knock-knock jokes.
Appreciate it. You see a junction box powering the door?
Dude, you're Spider-Man. You should be able to just knock the goddamn door open.
Should be conduits leading to
Oh. What? Alright. Oh, that
Yeah,
one.
got it.
If we can overload it, that should force the door open.
Smart, but I don't have anything that packs enough current.
Try this.
Stun gun, genius! Capacitors in this are just what I need for an upgrade I've been thinking of.
Okay. Oh, that's a camera.
Electric web for the win.
Alright.
Gadget man, huh? You remind me of my son. Started taking apart the TV when he was 5.
Daniel from Russia. That. Hold on.
Sounds like you could teach me a few things.
Wait, I think that means goodbye.
Nothing
Right?
illegal in plain sight.
Kinda anticlimactic, huh?
I was gonna say niet,
At
but
first
I think
glance.
it's German.
Let's look closer.
Da.
Looking for something specific?
No, a little
This
bit.
yard's been here a long time. Bootleggers used to use it back in the day.
Gotcha. Those guys love their hidden rooms.
The Russian language
Check it
is
out. Sound hollow to you?
very interesting. Very harsh sounding.
I got a hidden panel, like the one on the door.
How's that?
Nothing. Look for a different box, but remember where that one
Yep,
is.
yep. Here it is.
Thanks. No way I could have unlocked this myself.
Hey, I doubt I would have found it without you.
We got a big fat nothing.
Well, there's one secret room. There could be more. Notice anything about the floor?
Aha. They can hide the doors, but not the scrapes they leave.
Keep an eye out for more of those.
Yes, yes, yes. Let's try it again.
No use shocking it if I don't know what it's connected
I know you gotta use it anyways, so stop it.
Now that I know I'm after scrapes, I should take another look around.
Oh. Here? No. Gotta be on the ground floor, right?
Where else could there be scrapes?
If I was a scrape, where would I be hiding? Up here. No. Up here. Right there.
Look for out-of-place
Hold you.
scrapes on any surface. Floors, walls.
Pay dirt. Scrape, no door. None I can see anyway.
Great. Be right there.
And then it goes this way.
Maybe not. Elevator's busted.
Sit tight, I'll pull you up.
Oh, sorry.
Second floor, rusted machine parts, big honkin' rats. Careful, the bridge is out.
I got this one.
Oh shit, he made it and I missed it.
Nice, stuck the landing and everything.
But not all donators.
Fair enough.
Another secret door. I'll rig the lock. Let me know if you find the junction box.
Yep, on it.
Right there.
Found one.
There it is.
Nailed it.
Hell yeah, you did.
Oh, come on, buddy. Open it. Yalla.
Hey, check this out.
Nothing. I'm starting to feel like this is Fisk's way of messing with me.
But look at the walls. They kept guns here. They wouldn't have moved them to the front door. Gotta be a passageway we're missing. Check out the wall. This might control access to another area.
Fisk's men were talking about a vault. Maybe we're close.
Bet on it. Looks like a dual circuit. See if you can find a
at.
second junction box.
Damn it. That's my bad.
Found it. Clear. You were right, Jeff. Trapdoor.
Outstanding. Think you can help me out? This thing's heavy.
Here we go.
1, 2, 3.
Well, that isn't spooky at all.
Probably an old bootlegger's tunnel.
And it looks like no one's cleaned it since Al Capone.
Oh, and I don't think it was in New York. It was in Chicago.
Big chunk of concrete in the way. I can't get through.
Let me see how it looks from the top.
What? What? Oh.
Got room to maneuver here. Hang on.
I'm blocked. Anything you can do?
What was that?
Subway, maybe. Let's hustle. Place is unstable.
Okay, that definitely wasn't a subway.
No. Sounded like explosives.
And that sounds like demons.
The vault! Hurry!
Oh.
Come on, let's go!
Damn. Demons are already gone. How'd they beat us here?
Must be a back door. See if you can find it. This place is one hell of an armory. Or was.
There. They blew the locks to get in.
Get him. Shh. Get him, Spidey.
Stay here.
Hell no. It'll take both of us to stop them. And some of these. They're moving. Let's go. Get him!
Find cover!
Nice. Guy grabbed a grenade, he didn't even use it.
Trying to do my part. Firing! Stay clear! Reloading!
Now you're just showing off! I'm a little impressed!
Where's the other guy? Oh shit, more of them.
Thanks, I needed that! Your timing is impeccable! See? I've got friends too!
Ned.
Stay clear! He's down!
How we doing?
I think we're winning! Incoming! Stay clear! I'll stun him!
Okay.
Taking aim! Popping smoke!
Spin him.
Firing! Stay clear!
Selma! What?
Stop!
Nice.
You okay?
Go! I'll catch up!
If I lose 2 trucks full of gunmen in one day, it's time to hang up the webs.
Come on. Jump!
Spider-Man! New demon stragglers at the yard! I'm held up! How you looking?
Not much better. These guys are all over the road. They'll kill someone if I can't stop them.
Doing my best to catch up, but you might be on your own.
Stay safe, Jeff. Don't do anything crazy.
Come on. What kind of RPG is this, man? The military doesn't even have this kind of...
This keeps up, bystanders will get shot.
Yep.
I gotta get in close. Hey guys, room for one more?
This way.
Here's your stuff.
That's it. Let him die.
Oh, great. Now
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. his head run over. That was cool.
We've now identified the officer as Jefferson Davis. We're being told he has minor injuries and is expected to make a full recovery.
Excuse me, miss. Are you supposed to be here?
More than you. After that auction house thing, the Bugle put me on the city beat, which means I get to focus full time on real stories like this.
Yeah, Jefferson Davis.
You know, the closer you get to them, the more you become a target, right?
Yeah, I knew he was the president of the... I just didn't know. He was the president of the Confederacy.
We?
Oh boy.
Officer Davis, Mary Jane Watson, Daily Bugle.
No comment.
I don't blame you. But these guys are gonna tell their story with or without you, and they thrive
Jefferson
on
Davis.
controversy.
So what's your angle?
I don't have one.
From
I just
1861
listen.
to 1865.
Okay. Up in.
She's good. Man, I'm beat. Time to head home and get some sleep.
Okay.
Come on.
Empire Sanitation, this is Eddie.
Yeah, hi. I'm trying to track down some items that were accidentally picked up from a dumpster outside my apartment.
Dumpster number?
Hang on. Uh, 64476.
That's room 33. Truck's already left its shift. If your stuff's not there, you're out of luck.
Wait, please. This is important. Can you at least tell me where the truck is?
Let me check. Alright. Looks like it should be at the municipal garage at Bowery and Grand.
Got it. Thanks, Eddie.
Can't get any sleep.
Municipal garage. Bowery and Grand.
Okay. So I can fast travel to that area.
No problem. I don't care if I lose everything else, but I have to find my Spidey drive. Can't be that hard. Finding a tiny flash drive in a 30-ton garbage truck. I have years of research on that drive. Everything I've worked on since high school.
Got a backup.
Of course it's locked. Can't have people stealing garbage. Maybe there's another way in.
Right there.
It's not really breaking and entering if I don't break anything, right? Okay, no need to panic. Maybe they haven't dumped the trash yet. Nada. Okay, time to panic.
Empire Sanitation, this is Eddie.
Sorry, is there any chance the truck wasn't at the garage?
Sure, I guess. Just means it'd be somewhere in West Chinatown.
Great. I'm headed there now.
Hey, it's a long shot, but sometimes the guys stop for pizza before they drop off.
Really? I'll check out the pizza shops. Any idea which one?
One of the mom and pop joints, I think.
Jerry's?
No, that's uptown.
I mean original Jerry's.
Oh, right. No, started with an L, I think.
Larry's?
Lenny's.
That's on the east side.
Leo's.
Leo.
Wait, I think I see the trucks. Thanks, Eddie.
No worries. Hope you find your stuff.
Should be some trucks close by.
You don't mind, right?
Nope, stuff's not here. There has to be another truck
There.
around here.
So I come out and
No sign of my stuff. What an interesting smell. Eddie, you're my only hope.
Not there either, huh?
You sure they were around here?
Well, the guys might have switched routes due to the upcoming Osborne rally. If your pickup was on Route 35, they'd be dropping off at the incinerator right now.
Incinerator?
Over by Manhattan Bridge. Better hustle.
Come on. Ah, damn it, I missed the jump. Right here.
There's the incinerator. Hope I'm not too late. Uh-oh, looks like trouble.
Oh. That's what's up.
Thanks, Spider-Man.
You okay?
Yeah, thanks. This gang's been terrorizing the whole neighborhood the last couple of days. There's probably more of them on the way.
I'll keep an eye out. Hey, mind if I look around for some personal items?
Sure, have at it. I gotta go file an incident report.
There's something there. Gotta move these bags out of the way. I think that's it. Please be here, please be here. Yes! Hope it still works. Phew, looks like everything's here. Hey look, an old gadget prototype. Looks kinda awesome. Why didn't I ever finish it? I think I can make this work.
Come on. Crime tokens. I need crime tokens. Hold on, I gotta fart. I'm drinking too much coffee. Alright, I don't think I can make anything right now. No. Need some crime tokens. Stealth takedowns, generate more focus. Ooh, that's cool. Let's get the ones out of the way.
Got it.
Look, it's that guy who thinks he's Spider-Man.
Uh-oh.
Ice him.
I like that ability.
Come on!
Who else?
Okay, well, this night isn't quite going as planned. Where am I gonna sleep? Guess I could try MJ's.
You dog, you Peter Parker.
All right, how am I gonna talk my way onto MJ's couch?
I don't think you have to.
Let's see. Hi MJ, it's Peter. Any chance I could stay over to... Oh, that's too formal. MJ, I was just in the neighborhood.
Tell her you're Spider-Man.
That's lame.
Then you won't need the couch.
Hey MJ, now that we're
know what I
talking
mean.
again, I thought maybe... Okay, that just sounds pathetic. Why am I making this such a big deal? We're just friends, right? Friends crash on each other's couches all the time. It's not weird or anything. It's just a couch. MJ's couch. Oh, what am I thinking? Just got a web alert.
George, can't wait for Spider-Man.
Looks like
Hopefully,
MJ's story just got
Goblin
published.
or Craven.
I think I'll
Black
find
Cat.
somewhere else to stay.
Is Black Cat MJ?
She's probably busy
No,
with
it's
work.
the. Isn't it the other girl?
I wish Harry was in town. I could crash with him.
The hell was her name? I don't know. I don't really know my Spider-Man character.
Someone left me a voicemail.
But yeah, it looks good.
Number's blocked though.
From the previews that I've seen, get to play as Venom.
Long time no see.
It looked pretty good.
Miss me?
Alicia Hardy. I knew it was something Hardy.
Me if you can.
I just couldn't remember the other part.
I think I know that voice.
Alicia. Who's the other? Gwen Stacy. Did she play a character? Or Gwen Stacy is just the other love interest from the movie? I can't remember if she's also a character. Wait, what happened? You're not gonna sleep. Okay. You know what? Let's do this one. Let's see. Alright, there's crimes. Go ahead and swing around so we can find some crimes.
Let's discuss the costume lunatic who just literally destroyed a bank. Wait, you think I'm talking about Herman Schultz? Oh, no. I meant Spider-Man. Look, Schultz is a career criminal. Obviously disturbed. I mean, he calls himself the Shocker. So I don't expect him to act like a sane person. But Spider-Man claims to be a hero. Well, tell that to the bank employees who are out of a job. The customer who had irreplaceable family heirlooms in the safe deposit boxes. Couldn't he have waited until Schultz was, I don't know, outside to start the fight? Of course, then he would have probably wrecked several people's cars. Because Spider-Man views our city as his playground and your property as his toys. And he just loves smashing his toys together.
Alright. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see. Would you say Spider-Man or the Venom's gonna be great? Yeah, this was Gwen Stacy's both love interest, Peter Parker and Miles, for different verses. She's okay. All right. Yeah, I think isn't she that doesn't she play that character in the Spider-Man cartoon?
So,
Into
we
the
installed
Spider-Verse.
energy-saving LED
That's right, the one
billboards
with the
all
white
around
suit.
this area. This station monitors how they're performing. I'm just hoping it saves enough money that Oscorp keeps this program going.
Typical. Oscorp ignored the specs and jacked up the voltage going into the billboards. If I don't fix it, they'll explode. People could get hurt. And it would definitely be the end of this station. I need to use my electric webs to shock the screens into shutting down. And I don't have long to do it.
Wait, what? Come on. What do you mean you don't have long?
Maybe someday there'll be a billboard of me that doesn't say menace on it.
Here we go.
I always knew someday they'd weaponize tackiness.
Oh, shit.
Definitely a target-rich environment. Someone should really bring back sign painting.
Come on. Right there. Is that it?
Gotta hit each screen individually.
Pider-Man.
My bad.
Alright.
Phew. Now that the threat's passed, they can adjust the billboards properly. And they did save a lot of money, which seems to be Oscorp's priority, so I bet this station's in the clear.
Spider-Man hadn't been here. These signs would have been out of control. I need one more demon crime. Hold on, I gotta fart again. God damn, man. My fucking stomach is a rumbling and a tumbling. Ooh-wee. Let's see, one more crime. One more crime. Right, you know what? The best way to find a crime is to not look for one. That's what my dad always said. That's it, you see that?
All units, police are engaged in an active shootout with demons. Additional officers needed in Times Square. Over.
Demons are getting bolder. Engaging police in the streets now. Officers, pull your wounded back. I'll
Get
handle
this one.
this.
你们这是生态，无方式，果断，快他吧！
There we go. Finish him. Oh my god. That's it. On my way. That's it.
Demons aren't slowing down. What are they trying to accomplish?
I gotta get it on the way down. There we go. Maximum speed. go. Alright. Let's get this one.
This is one of my labs that monitors water quality. Any nasty stuff gets in, it tells you. I wanted to check on it myself, but there's just never enough time.
Feels like Harry's not telling me something. I hope he's okay. That algae's already killing fish. And if I don't stop it, it'll work its way up the food chain fast. I whipped up a virus that'll attack it in Harry's lab.
I wouldn't go that far.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there have been a lot, you know, people have had a lot of scuffles.
I thought you made a mistake, you lied and this and that, but as far as making her uncomfortable at her wedding, I agree with her. Why should she have to be uncomfortable at her wedding for you?
And I agree with her, too.
Let's go right into
That's
the
my
drink.
point. It's her day and she's entitled to it. And I understand.
She's not controlling me.
It's the wages of what had happened, and I can deal with it. I'm not upset about it, but the point is that at the same time, if you really...
I love more than anyone.
And you should.
And you're going to
jump off a tall building.
piss on them, and you did, and you lied to her, and you're emailing her, and you're telling her shit.
But that was
and I'm
all
like,
made
hey,
up.
you know what? It was all made up.
Yeah, I mean, we made up. That's what I don't
She's
get.
fine. She does. She just said, I don't trust Sal. I don't want him.
And I respect that.
And I don't either. I don't trust you either.
What?
To be there.
You don't trust me.
No, of course
You see,
not.
to
Not
me-
after what you did.
You're a whack job. In my personal opinion,
You're fucked up.
In my personal opinion, if I'm working with you, and like you said, you didn't fire me, and I appreciate that and all that other stuff, but like there's a sense of loyalty between us.
Right.
Why wouldn't you then say, hey, you know what? He does work with me, and there is some loyalty,
Because
and we all make mistakes, and you know what? I'm sure he's going to be fine.
I don't feel that way.
You don't feel that
I
way.
can't guarantee that you're going to be fine.
You don't
lie.
I don't lie. I don't.
You didn't lie?
At that time, yeah.
Oh, at that time you lied, but now you don't.
Now he's not alive.
Well, who had? Let he who hasn't lied cast the first fucking stone. We all lie. Where's your angelic wings?
What crystal ball should I look in to know that you're not going to lie the day of my wedding?
That would be ridiculous. I mean, that would be suicide. I might as well just go in there with a bunch of bombs.
You're capable. What you did was suicide. You're writing her letters, telling her you're not doing something, then you're out there and behind her back doing it.
I did it. Right, I did it.
Sal, what am I supposed to do? You don't. She doesn't trust you. I don't trust you. And you're saying she's controlling me. I agree with her. I don't get controlled.
I don't know.
All right, I'm being controlled.
I'm just saying that
this is a wedding between me and Beth,
and that's fine.
50% of this wedding.
Right, and
she's entitled to who she wants at that wedding, especially if somebody
Should she
lied
look
to her.
out and see some face that she doesn't want to see?
No.
All right.
Sal, here's.
But she should say, hey, this guy's my husband. He's my future husband.
Yeah.
He works with this guy, Sal. And Sal, yeah, he crossed the line, but things have, we've made amends. And out of respect, she should make it easier on you. That's what I'm saying.
No.
She's putting the pressure on you indirectly.
I would never say that to her, because you know what? I'd be the same fucking way.
I think subconsciously she's putting pressure on you.
Not at all.
Subconsciously?
Yeah.
Not subconsciously. Your name came up, and she said, "I don't want him at the wedding," and I said, "I understand why."
And I understand too, and I'm not upset about it.
And I said, "I don't want him at the wedding either."
And I'm not, but that's where I think you're wrong. I think
You think he's wrong? He just. How can you be wrong? He can't be wrong about what he thinks.
How can I be wrong? This is how I feel. I feel you really fucked up, and you kind of made it so that I can't have you to my wedding or to my house or anything.
That's ridiculous.
Okay. Well,
it just doesn't make any sense. I mean,
doesn't make sense.
They accepted
you know how many
your
weddings?
apology once, Sal.
And it was fine, and we've moved on. Robin,
No.
I gave her
Then you fucked up again.
I didn't fuck up again. That's my point. We made up at your engagement party that you threw, Robin.
But you.
And then I saw her at Artie's
right. She's not
birthday
angry
party.
with you.
I know, and I'm not angry with her.
You.
And I get it. That's fine. But I'm saying that.
All right. So then shut up.
What? You're saying that there's people there. I guarantee you don't want that. I'm guaranteeing it, but you bite.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. Well,
every wedding has
that. More about my life.
No, but I'm saying every wedding has those pain in the asses that
there are lots of people who you have differences with, but you stepped over a line that I can't even begin to fucking talk about.
All right, and I'm willing to accept that.
And see, I didn't tell you to write my girlfriend. I didn't tell you to get. You're looking for fucking a way into my life.
No, I'm not.
I'm not looking for it. And then you finally got the way in. You're talking to her, and you're fucking lying to her face. Get the fuck out of here.
You keep throwing back the lie, but Howard, you keep that lie. I know what I did. I'm willing to take responsibility. I know, but Howard, I'm willing to take responsibility for my actions. My point is that
the victim has the right to forgive to what extent they want to forgive.
And I get it.
So that's it.
But
what I'm forgiveness, but it only goes so far.
All right. I'm just remembering a guy who put his foot down, and no matter what he says, he says that was you.
Yeah, that's not
and
that's not
okay. That's not you anymore.
That's right.
And I can deal with that. But I'm saying that just be careful.
I never put my foot down with my ex-wife. I never put my foot. I had a relationship with them. I sit and we talk about things. This is the person I spend the majority of my time with, the person I'm in love with. And you think I'm gonna fucking stick up for your actions? I can't defend your actions. If you did, if I felt your actions were defendable, I would be the first one to go to bat for you. But they aren't defendable. I'd be an asshole to defend your actions.
All right. I'm personally between.
All right, I'm gonna put my foot down. How's this? You ready? You ready, pal? I love her, and I want her to be happy, so I don't want you at my fucking wedding. There, I put my foot down
and
with you.
Okay, you have, and I've accepted that.
Thank you.
But I'm saying out of respect to you, she should say, like, okay, this guy works with
you there.
Okay, I don't believe
Why is that?
Why doesn't he leave?
Because
you love him so much. Are you having secret conversations with him that we don't know about?
I hardly talk to the guy.
No, I don't believe it because we do have a good working relationship, and I think, like I said, and I hate to use this word again, I think subconsciously she's pulling in the reins. She's got you fucking baited up, my man. She's already got.
I love it.
She's already got you. She's already got you biting your lips, saying, you know what? I don't want to deal with this aggravation of bullshit.
I don't want you at my wedding. I don't know why.
You don't want me at the wedding because you don't want to piss her off.
No, I don't.
And that's what every husband does.
You pissed me off.
Okay, and I apologize.
I'm going to repeat it again so you get it through your thick head.
I know I pissed you.
You pissed me off.
Okay,
that's why I don't want you at my wedding.
Okay, I'll have to accept that, but deep down inside, to be honest, I don't.
Well, you get through the day anyway. You
believe it, and I'm happy for both of you.
Does it hurt your feelings, man, that you can't go to his wedding?
No, I'm just trying to let him know that, you know.
Are you speaking from experience, or obviously? Right?
Of course, he's already given in.
So you see a little bit of.
He's already given in. That's my point.
And then what's next after this? You know, he's already giving in to something like that.
What's after this? What do you think's after this? Aggravation, regret. Why did I do it? And then phone call to probably Donald Barbara, and back in single life. Do you have advice for Howard?
Before the cops get here.
No.
Never know how to react.
One more crime.
Yeah, don't do it.
One more crime in this area.
Nah, it'll be fine. I'm happy for both of them.
What are you gonna do the day of the wedding?
You, bend over. What am I do? I don't know. I'll go fish with my kids. I don't know what I'll do. I have no idea. I don't even know when the wedding day is, so. Somebody knows that.
Gotta be one around here.
Just that, if he goes out there, jeez. I mean, if Howard goes out there and sees, Howard knows what marriage is all about. And the reason why I'm not going to this wedding is, again, he's just like, he's biting his lips saying, you know what, I don't want to deal with this aggravation, this bullshit. Let me just, make her happy. Give me a break. It's a bunch of horseshit. That's my opinion.
Look at this. Look at
I understand why I'm not going to the wedding, but marriage is a compromise between two people, and I think he's thrown in the towel.
So you're talking like Howard would want you there?
Of course he does.
You really think so?
There it is.
Yeah, why wouldn't he? You get along. I've been to all the other events. I've been to his birthday parties. I've been to the engagement party. I've been to Artie's birthday party where Howard was at. I've been to Howard's surprise party. Everything's fine. The wedding, where it's Beth's day, which I understand.
Come on.
I'm not invited. Which leads me to believe that he's saying, hey, you know what? I don't want to deal with this garbage. All right, fine. It's easier to get rid of me and just submit himself to her request than to say, hey, This is a guy that I really would like in my wedding because we work together and, you know, we get along. We have a good friendship.
Boom! Run him over.
So, and I don't blame him because you can't put a price on peace of mind. And that's sometimes the price of peace of mind, just to shut up and say, all right, whatever. That's what marriage is all about. You just say, you just start agreeing. Because if you don't agree, you end up on the front cover of a fucking newspaper with a murder-suicide story. And that's it.
All right.
Steve, what do you have for us?
Following Thursday's traumatic meltdown between Artie and Sal and Richard, a peace initiative of sorts. FuckYouArtieLang.com suspending operations. We need more love and less hate, the creator of the website says. The creator of FuckYouArtieLang.com saying he's willing to put his provocative site back up if the guys get along again.
It is interesting, even during the breaks when Richard comes in here to tell me stuff, Artie keeps his distance. There's a real rift. It's very genuine, and it's very upsetting. Right, Art?
Shame.
It is a shame. It is a shame. It is. I'm so sorry.
Not since Abbott stopped talking to Costello.
Abbott and Costello did stop speaking, didn't they?
Apparently they hated each other.
And they continue to work together, though, right?
They're way more
By
professional.
the way, you know
than
one
me
thing
and
I started
Richard.
adding to my coffee and someone
Yeah, no, there is. I mean, look, all joking aside, and I saw Sal in the coffee room before, and I didn't look at him, he didn't look at me.
I don't know how I spent 38 years.
Sorry, it has to be uncomfortable. Was it uncomfortable?
20 years of which
I mean, it's nothing that can't
and
be
I never
dealt
added
with.
cinnamon to it.
It's fine. He does what he does.
Started putting it in the grains.
Quite frankly, neither one of us does much.
I wonder what will happen if you pass each other in the hall. And you know, sometimes you
I don't
accidentally
know,
say
man.
hi.
Yeah.
Like you might go hi and then realize, oh, I'm not supposed to say hi.
That almost happened.
Well, that is exactly what would happen to me when I was doing that kind of thing. Eventually, you sort of forget your moratorium on speaking, and you see the person, you just automatically say hi.
What I do is to combat that is I say an extra big hello to other people.
So they
You
understand.
didn't have to think about it, though.
Like I give Sal nothing, then I go, hey, Benji!
That's gotta hurt. If Sal was lying in the vending machine room,
right,
bleeding,
what the
right,
challenge
and you were in there
is.
buying some chocolate chip cookies or something,
right,
would you call an ambulance or would you just step over his body and?
I'd call an ambulance.
You would.
Absolutely.
All right. Uh-oh, Sal is coming in. Artie, I'm going to ask you not to look over in his direction.
No, I did see Artie, and I impulsively, I said, hey. And Artie didn't say hey back, but his eyes lit up a little bit, and then we just both turned.
All right. Okay, so that's how it was. So you forgot and said hello.
Not that I forgot, I meant my hello, and I hope everything goes well in Artie's life, and that's it.
Will you continue to say hello to Artie when you see him in the halls?
I respect Artie, and I would continue to say hello, and it's up to him. Whatever he wants to do back, it's up to him.
I heard a rumor, and tell me if it's true, that your wife feels sorrier for Artie in this than you.
That's true.
What does that mean?
I went home, I explained it, we had dinner, and she said that, you know how good Artie's been. I said, yeah, I know. I go, there's a lot. I fucked up because I've had so much shit festering inside of me, and instead of addressing it to Artie, I felt like Artie was attacking me professionally. So if you notice, the rips I gave him were his profession, his accomplishments.
Right. So your wife
she said, you stupid asshole. She goes, why don't you pull Artie aside? He's always helped you. And I said, I know. I go, we had a good relationship. She goes, you know, he's got drug issues. You know, he's got weight issues. You had him at the point where he was ready to have a heart attack. God forbid he does something over the weekend. She goes, how could you live with yourself? And I was just like, Christine, I can't believe I couldn't live with myself. I go, God forbid that happens, but I hope that's not the case.
Unusual, just
so
has your wife ever sided with you?
No, she feels for Artie, and she hopes that personally that Artie gets the help that he needs personally for himself.
But it's got to aggravate you that Artie, your wife is on Artie's side in this.
Well, when my wife explained that, I said, I get your point, and I hope that never gets to that point where Artie just totally self-implodes. But I said, the issue with me...
Artie, you got to go home and do something to yourself, and then Sal will feel guilty the rest of the
You hurt yourself?
You're telling Artie to go ahead?
No, he knows I'm joking.
So,
do you know I'm joking? Don't do anything.
Not really.
You didn't know.
Terrible.
Artie, don't do anything.
If I did anything, it wouldn't be... It would be...
Sal's complimenting himself by saying that you would do something...
No, I'm just saying, if something happens, don't feel guilty.
No, I
you shouldn't
hope
feel guilty.
I hope nothing ever happens. But anyway, my wife loves Artie, and she hopes that, you know, she hopes that we
She
get
loves
along.
Artie more than you.
I think your wife would leave you and become Artie's wife, and you know, she would become his companion over here.
Well, no offense, Artie, but she's done worse to me already. You know, this is definitely Artie's definitely
That would be a step up.
Yes, definitely a step up.
You would rather she be with Artie than the emotional friend.
If it means Artie can say hello to me in the hallway, sure.
You would give your wife over.
Yes, I'll.
That's something to think about, Artie. All right, Sal, thank you. And obviously, an uncomfortable moment has been documented here on the show between you and Artie, seeing each other in the halls and.
Well, again, it's not. I'll be dead honest with you. It's like after everything Sal said, how could I ever?
Day at the bird gym.
You know, it's I don't know. How could I ever take a compliment from him, a nice gesture from him? I just know what he really feels now.
Right, because it would feel fake.
Yes, and that's a very difficult, awkward thing.
I understand.
You got the look on your face when you were saying all that shit was very real, and what do you want me to do? So if that's how you feel, then how could we have any sort of
work to
relation?
do on these spider bots before
That's
I
a
can
good
send
point,
them back
but
out into the world again.
it's not how I. It's not really how I feel. I felt like here's how I feel. I felt like I was personally attacked on my work, not on the joke, the ball breaking stuff, but on a professional level, I felt I was attacked. So when I threw it in your face, I shouldn't have kept it all in. That stuff's not true. Because I do admire and love everything that you do, and I always say that you're funny. No, but I'm thinking, I try to attack you in a way where I felt I was being attacked, just on a professional level.
You were trying to get at him the way you felt you were being asked.
Yeah, I don't know.
And it doesn't hold up. No matter what I say, the truth of the matter is that's not true. You know your success, your parameters of success versus me.
Sal, listen. You should never apologize for your opinion.
It's not my opinion.
You have your opinion, and I got to tell you, I have never felt that Sal ever respected what I did here. He said it on the air once in the wrap-up show. He said the biggest jump the shark moment in the history of the show is when I came on here.
Wow.
But then you backtrack and you're like, oh yeah, but you know, whatever, you win people over. I never felt like you were a fan of mine, which is fine. That's your opinion, but now it's on such an extreme level to where I don't feel we could work together properly. I don't feel comfortable giving you advice, and I don't feel comfortable getting advice from you.
But the funny thing is that I am a huge fan of Artie, and me and Artie have had really great.
That? What proof is there of that?
You're hilarious on the show.
And I don't need you to be a fan of mine.
Okay,
I just need you to be honest with me.
Okay, here's the honesty. I've talked to you a tremendous amounts of time off the air. You've given me such great advice, and I think me and we've spoken about families, we've spoken about personal issues, we've spoken about the business,
trash cans out of the way.
and we have gotten along great. When we're on the road together, we get along great. And I always make sure. I said, Artie, whatever you need, whatever I can do, even if it's running an errand, which I've done for Artie happily, whatever it takes, because Artie's good.
There's a lot of hard.
Well, the thing is that the point I'm trying to make is that I know there is a real relationship that we have, and like in a dysfunctional family, I blew up, Artie blew up, and I feel bad. And what
must tell you,
I know you don't have to tell me.
Sometimes
when you
these
blow
dysfunctional families break up. It's because of
and
I blow up.
You got to think.
And I'm definitely. You're right. You definitely do, and I'm recognizing my faults, and that's basically it. I blew up. I felt like I was being personally attacked. I held it in, and I gave it back, and it turned to an explosion. But
now things are really bad.
I just wasn't aware of me attacking you.
Well, that's why. That's where when my wife called me an idiot, it's me always holding it in. It's a combination of every time, like I thought, like you would play a bit. It's like, well, those guys have the mentality of a third grader. Those guys. Well, but I'm saying, but that we took that as that's a personal issue with us. You call me a raccoon-eyed fag. That doesn't bother me. But for some reason, you know, we're working so hard on the show. It bothers us when we feel that our personal work.
I can see that you've all.
And you know, and that's where I should have. I wish I would have spoken to Artie personally about it. I really did.
All right, thank you. Well, Sal, it seems to me that nothing has changed. This is a very bad scene.
It's sad.
If I was you, I'd go talk to Jason about this and talk about Artie behind his back, but that's just me.
That's my partner. He's the behind the back, I'm in front. I'm face to face.
Well, Sal, I'm sorry.
Whatever it means.
All right.
All right, well, good luck to everybody.
All right, good luck, and thank you. All right. Sounds very honest.
We all get along. We all have problems.
Right.
It got a little bit out of control, and I just hope it all works out again. I mean, I'm not here. I don't want to be in a fight with people. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but do you think this fight is gonna? Can you mend these fences? Is what I'm saying. It appears like Artie's old school. He doesn't take.
Well, that's fine. You know, listen to me. I basically said what I had to say. I expressed how I feel about Artie, and I can only change my. I can't change Artie. So but I respect Artie's decision. I just hope everything goes well with him.
Well, he questions your sincerity. Are you really truly being sincere about
No,
that?
I'm not. All right, there you go. I'm not being sincere.
There it is.
Anything else? What type of question is that?
Well, it's a focal point of the
okay, so what do I do? I spent 25 minutes on the radio, and then you ask me if I'm being sincere. What's the point if I'm not going to be sincere? Why am I doing that? Why am I going on there?
I'm trying to gauge your sincerity.
How would you? I don't know what gauge it.
Well, now in one instance you're on the air, in one instance you're off the air.
Well, I'm on the air because it came up.
I'm saying so. I'm trying to gauge you off the air.
Am I sincere? But I'm sitting here and I'm on the air and I'm explaining myself and I'm explaining my faults. And I'm coming back to sit down and I'm telling you I wish him well. And then you say, but are you being sincere?
Well, there's other factors.
I know there's other factors, but what type of question is
I'm trying to get you to look.
Like, you're making absolutely no sense,
I'm
Greg.
making perfect sense.
No,
you're the one. You're just lashing out at me because you're in a bad mood.
I'm not. No, I'm just saying like I just don't.
I'm saying on the air, it's easy to say you're sincere and to appeal because there's a bunch of listeners. But now
Right
on the
now,
hallway,
no, okay, so there's the answer. Yes,
I'm trying to catch to see if perhaps maybe you're trying to pull one over on the air. That's all I'm trying to do.
Put the camera over here. Let's wait all day to see if I'm going to be in. Of course I'm being sincere, Greg. Greg, do you think I'm being sincere? Do you?
Now I do.
Where is it?
Well, there you go. I'm being sincere.
Okay.
But I mean, come on.
Don't lash out at me, man.
I'm not lashing. I love you.
I don't think that's that terrible of a question.
I just think it's so crazy. You know what it is? It's
Sincerity's been the focal point of your argument.
Here we go.
What else can I do? I was honest about how I felt. I was honest about keeping everything inside of me. I was honest about not addressing it to him personally, so I wouldn't blow up and put it in his face. I was honest about all of that. And what happens in the end? Who loses? There's tension in the air. There's there's fights left and right. Richard's not talking to Jason. Artie's not talking to Richard. You know what I'm saying? Like, who wants to work in that type of work environment? Do you think I wasn't being sincere when I said I should have addressed it differently?
Do you think it's fair to say, though, there's been times when you've said something on the air, then come out here and told me that you were full of shit?
Oh, yeah, but that's not this issue, and I've said that a billion times.
Right, so
it's called ball breaking. When you're breaking balls, you're not being serious. You're breaking balls.
So it's not a crazy idea for me to ask you that again.
No,
even though it's a
I'm
more
just saying
serious
that
issue.
I'm saying after all this, after 3 days of this that we went through, after 3 days of it.
You're saying you can't tell by this point that I'm being sincere.
Right. I mean, yeah, that's my point.
Well, I was just covering all angles, but I understand.
Listen, you're a good Greg. I love you to death. I mean, but I'm just saying that at this point where I'm just
saying, don't ask stupid questions, man.
You don't ask stupid questions. I'm just like, at this point, do you really have to question the sincerity? If you do, then I'll.
1995, last time I saw him or heard from him.
If you do, then I have to question myself.
One of the last times.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not blaming. If it's at a point now after all that, and you still have to say you're Sal being sincere, then I need some fucking therapy. Then I need to check myself, because if I still can't get the point across, then I'm really fucked in the head. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I built a reputation to that degree,
We went to see Interview with the Vampire instead.
then I'm fucked.
It's one of my great.
Then I'm really fucking totally demented.
I think over time this will heal itself.
I hope so. Like I said, I will always give Artie the respect that he deserves, and I will always say hello to Artie.
And you can only hope that he'll come around eventually.
That's exactly right. I wish him very, very well.
I sincerely wish you well, too.
I sincerely wish everybody well as well.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Steve.
And page 69, Jason and Will reporting Richard Christie is despondent over the end of his month-long nationwide celebration of Halloween. Richard apparently nearly in tears over the end of his favorite holiday for this year. Richard confiding in Will Murray that he's more upset over the end of the Halloween season than he is about his bitter confrontation with Artie Lang last week.
Richard is genuinely odd. I mean, it was this weird story I heard. First of all, I'll tell you this. On Lotus Notes, Tracy Millman has pictures of Richard's apartment. I should put these on howardstern.com. In fact, I will.
Where did Tracy get the pictures?
I don't know where Tracy got them. Where did Tracy get them?
I think they were all over there for something.
His toilet and his bathroom floor, and it's a filthy pigs. I've never seen.
That's why I was asking what it smelled like in his apartment, because I can't imagine it being clean.
These pictures didn't have any smell-o-vision, but they certainly looked weird.
There it is.
And then I heard that weird story. Richard had a really good friend. How long ago was this?
This was in 1995. It was the last time I saw him or heard from him.
Yeah, he hasn't
Best
seen
friend in Missouri.
And the last time you saw him is when you went to see Interview with the Vampire with him?
One of the last times. Well, that was like the best day I remember ever having with this friend, like this dear friend. We went to see, it was a day at work. They always take a day off for deer season, and I was an electrician with this friend of mine. They take off at noon at the first day of deer season every year, and me and him were the only people that weren't hunters, so we went to see Interview with the Vampire instead, and it's one of my greatest memories ever.
Right, you with this friend. So he loses track of the friend. The friend tracks Richard down.
It was one of, I nearly cried when I opened I actually cried when I saw the email. I can almost cry thinking about it now that my friend, I thought he had passed away because I hadn't heard from him for like 12 years. And I was just so worried that something had happened to him, and he emailed me about 3 weeks ago.
You're crying now.
What happened that you weren't in touch with him?
He just moved away to like St. Thomas.
Why are you crying?
Because he was just such a dear friend. And
how he's alive? He's not dead.
He's alive. I thought he was. It makes me so sad to think about losing touch.
How did you lose touch? Why don't you just get...
Because he didn't have a phone number I could call there. He
really loved this guy.
Yeah, he's like one of my dearest friends ever.
So anyway, listen to this. So Richard rediscovers this friend somehow.
Yeah.
You should know the first time they saw Interview with the Vampire was November 11th,
1994.
1994.
The day it was released.
So listen to what him and the friend now. Where's the friend live? He's far away.
He's in Arizona now.
They're gonna this weekend, I guess.
So this November 11th.
This November 11th,
Sunday.
on their anniversary of seeing Interview with the Vampire.
Yes.
Richard's gonna put in his DVD player Interview with the Vampire. His friend in Arizona is gonna put the Interview with the Vampire on his DVD. They're gonna start it simultaneously and text message each other during Interview with the Vampire.
Arrest him.
Call each other.
Wow. Holy God.
Is that so weird?
Not this guy.
Right. Now, let me explain something.
Explain this. I know you.
This is where my edict not to acknowledge Richard is affecting the show. Because almost like Babe Ruth calling me shot to center field.
Right.
I guarantee I could be funny right now.
You mean when Richard said, "Is this weird?" You could have had a funny retort. Like, let's say you were talking. Let's say you were talking.
But I can't.
And Richard goes, "Is this weird?" What would you have said? Had you were you talking to
You
him?
love New York. The demons, though. Seems like
I don't know. I'm just saying.
the city down.
It's affecting the show.
Whisper it to me so I know. I want to know what I'm missing.
Just because pretend it's somebody else saying
Yeah,
it.
pretend I'm not here.
Who else would say that?
No,
Well, I have a prediction. Fuck the comedy. I have a prediction.
Go ahead.
My mom was a
That
big
I
believer in the city
think, and I'm not
CP.
trying to be
It's
a
better
jerk
for the
off now or
environment
add to
than
our
fossil
argument.
fuels, but high
I
pressure can
think
lead to deadly
Richard
explosions.
had gay sex with this guy.
How else could he be this broken?
Right, I mean,
this is a
That's so not true.
But Richard, you're crying. First of all, what kind of crazy hillbilly scenario lends itself to where you don't have a phone number on this guy, your best friend in Missouri?
No, he moved.
Phone number.
There's no phones in wherever he went.
This was
Do you ever
years
think he
ago.
was trying to get away from you?
I didn't even have a phone number back then. When I lived in Missouri, I lived in a warehouse. I had no phone, barely had a bathroom.
Right.
And he moved to the Virgin Islands to go on a boat tour and just to kind of live life and enjoy life and live on a boat. So he didn't really have contact
You
information.
never had a gay incident with this guy?
Never.
I don't see him.
Never.
There they are.
Doesn't
Never
it
saw him
indicate
naked.
to you you're not that important to him?
No, he said he was like real broken up when he emailed me. He was like, he goes, I can't believe, I just found you. I saw you on the internet, and he said he's been looking for me for years too.
But you...
Looking for you for years. Wait.
It's like The Notebook.
Where is it?
And you know what I did? This is you guys are gonna bust on me on this.
What did he do?
What are we gonna freak out of?
Okay, about 3 or 4 years ago, like I know his full name, so I called everybody with that name in like several states in the United States to see if it was him. I looked up information, and it was like 50 or 60 different guys with his name, and a lot of them just hung up on me.
I gotta tell you something, Howard.
Yeah.
I had a female friend who was telling me a story like this, where some good friend of hers left, and she was all teary-eyed.
Now
she's a lesbian. She's out of the closet.
Of course.
Hello, is this the Patrick Boyd Anderson who knows Richard Christie? No!
That's how it went. Yeah.
Hi, is this
By the way, pictures of Richard's dirty apartment are now on howardstern.com, and you will throw up.
About the dirty apartment, real quick. Yeah. Will was telling me, I'm sorry, Fred, Will was telling me that Richard came to him and said Will has a maid that he uses, so he asked him for the recommendation of the maid. Will gave him the number. Will said he went to the apartment and he said, do not call my maid. She's a cleaning woman, not a slave. She doesn't do crime scenes. I don't want you embarrassing me by using my maid.
I would tip her good.
I had a question for Richard. This is a friend from back home?
Yeah. Well, like the greatest times of my life, and
But he's from your hometown?
No, from when I lived in Missouri.
You didn't have family there or other friends that you might have been able to contact?
Nobody.
Have you ever seen Interview with a Vampire? Do you remember a blotchy gay guy who saw it with you?
By the way, I don't want anyone to think Richard is gay. He says he's not gay. We should accept that. You know that, Artie. But Richard will be getting his asshole bleached on the air. Just a few weeks. I just want you to know.
Just in time for a reunion.
Here we go.
But you guys have never...
Yeah, it'll be pre-reunion.
You've never had a dear friend that, like, when you think about them, you think about all these great memories, all the fun times you had?
Look, I'm telling you.
I never kept deep
When
memories.
that girl was carrying on over some girl she lost, I was like, that's
Spider-Man.
weird. To be crying and carrying because you lost a girlfriend?
Well, this guy, we had it was really the time of my life, that time that I lived in Missouri.
Listen to me.
Not as a gay guy, I didn't love him, but I love him as a friend.
You're crying again, aren't you?
He's not dead.
So let him talk about his friend so we can see if these two...
Tell us how you
Tell us what you love about him.
Well, just that we used to work together, and we just had so many great times. He was such a good friend, and
what kind of times? Tell us about.
Well, when I explain it, it's goofy shit. Like we used to make horror movies together, and low budget movies, and we used to watch him and his wife and me would watch horror movies together. And
imagine if you had found out he was dead. How would you have felt?
I would have flipped out. That's why it's so sad, and why, like when I opened that email, I just flipped out because I thought he had passed away or something. It was hard. I sound like a fag right now. Sorry.
You've never sounded faggier.
And what's going to happen when you two meet up?
On a fucking...
Do you ever think about all the good times you've missed out on with this guy?
Yeah, kind of, but he explained, we've talked a lot since he contacted me, and he's had a great life. He's married now with kids, and
he missed out on the birth of his kids.
Yeah.
You could have been like an uncle. Yeah.
I could have been giving birth to your kid.
Look at the tears coming down.
Oh, he's crying. I love it.
But it's never too late. I'm just glad. I gotta thank
Al Gore for inventing the internet, because otherwise he would have never been able to find me.
All right, Richard, congratulations. Get that apartment.
You should. What about thanking Ben Franklin for inventing electricity?
Absolutely. And I got to
thank you for all inventions.
And I got to thank you, Howard, because the way he found me was he found out that I worked on this show.
All right, Richard, congratulations. I got to move along. And there's your toilet. There's Richard's toilet, Artie.
Oh, my Lord. Oh, Richard, come on, dude.
How can that girlfriend of yours goes to this apartment?
Well, I got to thank her. She's the greatest girl in the whole world. She cleaned up the toilet yesterday, cleaned the whole apartment. I came home from the gigs this weekend, and the apartment was spotless. She's awesome.
Let's say this: you're the sloppiest
You got any
gay guy I've
tips?
ever met. I mean,
Anything you can
that's
for me? Is there any abilities that are the
Pictures on
best?
howardstern.com, howardstern.com. Mason, this friend, you love him so much, and this will be my last question to you about it, because I am running late. It's 10:35 already, and I have to go.
Someone might get hurt.
But this friend,
if I'm the one who
he was dying, and you could save him by blowing him. Would you do it?
With my suit.
Wow, that's a tough question.
The only thing to save his life, would be to blow him.
Well, the only obvious answer is no.
You wouldn't blow your friend that you love so much that you're crying.
I'd cry
keep him alive.
I'd cry as he passed away, and I would hope he would understand.
All right, so maybe the only way he can live is if he blows you.
Would you let him blow you?
I might let him kiss around the head or something.
I mean,
I wouldn't be able to get hard. I mean, he'd just have to suck on my flaccid penis, but if it was life or death, maybe I'd let him do that. I'm not...
All right, Richard, go ahead.
I'm not gay.
Go invent some great comedy, and God bless you, and thank you very much.
Love everybody here.
You too.
Thank you.
All right.
Wow.
Will you cry like that for us?
No.
I just clipped through.
He hasn't had any good times with us.
Imagine this poor guy. He's like, I got rid of him.
Dude, what has happened to you?
I don't know. I'm emotional.
Is this the result of just having an emotional week last week as well?
No. I was real emotional, like, when this guy emailed me.
Now, how long ago was it when he emailed you?
About 3 or 4 weeks ago.
So you're back in contact, pretty much?
Yeah.
So what do I gotta do again? Fuck.
Why, when you rehash some of the great memories you've had, does it get you all choked up? It's not as if he died, though.
No, I know, but we had so much fun, and... Are you trying to make me cry now, too?
No, I'm just saying, he clearly means a lot
I know,
to
but
you.
when I talk about this, I get all choked up, but I had so many good times then, and it's just like when you have a best friend and you don't know what happened to him, you remember so many good times.
And so it's almost tears of joy that you've reconnected with him?
Yeah, absolutely.
It conjures up a lot of... Coupled with the whole Artie thing, you've become an emotional man.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with it. I was like, if that would have never happened, I'd still be choked up.
Okay, we'll put that aside, though. This might help you actually get back in the ring with Artie, so to speak.
Why?
It just seems like when you come in now, he's starting to wear down a little bit. Like, he wants to make fun of you.
Anything to affect the show.
But I'm saying, like, this could be an olive branch being extended because the fact that he was even willing to address that you're in the... I'm saying he's starting to come around a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you can't be mad at somebody forever. Yeah.
All right.
I don't stay mad at anybody forever. I don't stay mad at people for more than a day.
Hey, you're a big softie, dude.
Yeah, I guess so.
I always knew you were. I knew you were a loving guy, but I didn't know you were a tear guy.
Come on, I'll miss you after all this is done.
Oh.
Artie's saying he refuses to work with Richard. He's calling Human Resources. He says, well, I don't want to work with a guy. I didn't know this. Richard, for real, hasn't showered since Sunday, and he's been running every day.
It's the dead of the summer. Look, I like Richard, but I'm not bullshitting. I really... that's actionable.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
It's gross. We should have to work with someone like that. That's
and as
really
you say,
gross.
we're in the center of civilization. We're in New York City. We're just plenty of showers.
Water everywhere.
Drones killed me.
Homeless people shower in the summer.
And what's with his girlfriend that she
Okay,
she seems
I gotta get
normal
this
to
one
me?
done,
I mean, I've met her a few times. She seems normal.
She's all right.
But I know she's with
gains.
Richard, so I have to think something's wrong.
There's got to be something wrong.
There we go.
Dude, what you're smiling, but it's not funny.
I even think that funny walk of his is because he's dirty.
I'm smiling because what Sal just said.
What'd he say?
He said I should come in and say, Artie, your stand-up stinks. But I said, Sal, that's more like something you would say.
But I mean, nobody.
Funny.
Nobody would have.
Sound like joke stings.
Nobody would have known if I wouldn't have said
what
something
are you trying to
Will.
prove? Like, why are you not showering?
I haven't. To tell you the truth, I haven't been coming in the commercial breaks because I'm kind of got a little bit of a cold, so I'm not feeling real good, and I just
There's germs crawling up and down your filthy body.
Well, I don't think not showering can give you a cold.
You might feel better if you took a nice hot shower.
Yeah, I've been wanting to go right to bed when I get home. I just haven't.
And then you go running too?
I went running on Monday, but I haven't.
How many miles?
Like 5 miles.
Wow.
In Central Park.
And you didn't shower since then?
No.
There it is.
Rich, you sound almost retarded. Are you doing a bit or something?
Nobody. I mentioned it to Will.
And why do you wear pumpkin scented body cream to cover up the stink?
I just like the smell of it.
But why do you then come in and take off your clothes and all? I mean,
it's offensive, man.
And you're a 3.
But has anybody complained until I said that nobody knew.
I don't go near your guy's room because it does smell back there.
It does stink in the room.
But when we try to put an air freshener in there, you complain.
Because I don't like the smell of air freshener.
Take a fucking shower. You want me?
Yeah, I mean, the showering would relieve all of the stress.
But Sal hasn't complained that I've seen.
He's a gross pig, too.
Richard, were you just bragging outside about that you haven't showered since Sunday and how bad your balls stink?
Well, I was bragging because I wanted that gay guy to smell my balls. I thought it'd be funny if he smelled my stinky balls. That's funny to me. See, Howard's laughing.
He's laughing at you.
I'm not laughing. Oh, boy. All right, listen, Lisa Lampanelli is here.
Yeah, we have to go on with the show.
By the way, Joey and Jason's kiss is on howardstern.com. I think it will shut everyone up once and for all. Joey is gay. There's just no question.
And I'm pissed that guy gave me a 3. Like, I'm legitimately angry.
You're not that hot, evidently.
Yeah, but I mean...
Gay guys don't like you, so what?
So,
why would you be upset about it?
A gay man thought you were a 3. So
Richard, it doesn't matter who it is. When you get a 3, that's like a bummer.
Richard, you're a filthy, pale, germ-ridden...
Yeah, be upset about that.
But that guy doesn't know I'm filthy. He just looked at me and called me a 3.
You can tell you're not clean.
You don't hear Artie bitching about his floor.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little upset about that, but, you know...
But I can say the same thing about you, Artie. Like, you're a mess. You eat too much. You're way overweight.
There it is.
What does that have to do with showering, you fucking crumb bun?
I would rather smell and be in somewhat healthy than be way overweight. I mean, it's easier to shower.
It doesn't affect us.
Yeah, we're talking about affecting other people.
Lisa, you're a lady. I mean, when
you have a greasy film over you.
When a guy doesn't shower for 4 days after running in Central Park for 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's hard. You take like 2 a day, dude. Sorry.
I know.
Why not? It don't matter. Who's it gonna hurt, you fucking hillbilly freak?
I know.
He's right.
Disgusting, you know?
The truth.
I'm not saying that what I'm doing is right. I'm just saying that, you know, once in a while I'll miss a shower or two, but Artie's like freaking out over it. And
I am, because you know what? You're in fucking the real world now, man. You're in New York. You sound like a retard.
But I wear
I'm
deodorant.
mad at you because how dumb you sound.
I don't stink, though. Like, nobody has said I stink.
Oh, you stink. You're offensive.
We told you the room you sit in reeks. It didn't reek. There's no other room around here that reeks.
I smelled you before.
Yours.
I think a lot of that's in your head just because...
No, I walked in there.
No, it's in my nose.
No, you need to shower every day.
I'm sorry, I'll shower.
Go shower.
Legitimately, I haven't felt very good this week.
So I'm going to cut it off early because I need to go to the gym.
He doesn't like the shower.
I don't know what I'm going to do when I get back.
Hillbilly.
Spend about an
That's
hour
what Lisa said.
Just get in a routine. Jump in before you go to bed.
Thank you
wash
guys
the
for watching.
nutsack, wash the pits, get the fuck out.
You know what happens? Like, seriously, people get pulled aside like you, where I'm from, and you get punched in the face. You get shit kicked out of you.
People get fired for hygiene shit.
Thank you. I appreciate you for watching.
If I was Human Resources and said there's a guy that doesn't have